Grand National Day. And settling down in the early stages, the Brockshire Western Rose with the old man Artifice between horses, and quite a little gap then to Ragafan and Sea Merchant and Rathgorman, and their Artifice landed in the lead. Artifice, last year's winner, with the 1981 winner Western Rose on his inside, the far side as we see them at the moment. Then the Brockshire for Ireland. Jumping it in fourth and fifth are Ragafan and Sea Merchant, and just in behind them Little Bay and finally Rathgorman as they come down to the next. Artifice lands in the lead from Western Rose and the Brockshire. And now the fence before the water. The water, the only obstacle which is on the Grand National course that they take in this race over the Malmay course. Artifice from Western Rose and the Brockshire and Sea Merchant. And then comes Ragafan and Little Bay and finally Rathgorman. So coming down to the water, number 5 of the 12 fences is in this Captain Morgan's Aintree chase. Artifice lands in the lead from Western Rose, the Brockshire, Ragafan and Sea Merchant together, and then comes Little Bay and John Francome, and finally Rathgorman and Sooty White. Sooty White has competed in this race twice previously, and he was saying just beforehand, in the weighing room, that he's yet to get round. So Artifice, the old man of the party, 13 years old, leads them over the far side, going a real good gallop from Western Rose. Then comes Ragafan on the outside of the Brockshire. Ragafan and young Patrick Farrell riding this course for the first time in his life. On the inside, Artifice, on the far side, Western Rose. They land in unison from Ragafan, Freddie Starr's horse, then the Brockshire, Little Bay making ground on the inside, then Sea Merchant, and finally Rathgorman. Another plain fence now. Western Rose and Artifice, stride for stride, from Ragafan and the Brockshire and Little Bay and Sea Merchant, and Rathgorman. Sea Merchant, a mistake there. Coming to a ditch now. Number 8, the last over on the far side. Artifice on the inner as we see them, Western Rose on the far side. Then came Ragafan, made a slight mistake there. Little Bay's getting closer in fourth, Sea Merchant's in fifth. The Brockshire is losing ground in sixth, and seventh is Rathgorman. They've got a long run now towards the next fence, a long run towards the fourth from home. This will be a plain one. And then the final ditch, and it's Artifice, last year's winner. From Western Rose, the 81 winner, Little Bay, the 82 winner, moving into third now, just in behind them. So 3 previous winners at the moment fighting out this opener on Grand National Day as they come down to the final ditch. Western Rose and Artifice, then comes Little Bay in third, then Sea Merchant and Ragafan. Sea Merchant's making ground. Coming down now towards the second last fence, Artifice, Western Rose, then Little Bay, and then Sea Merchant as they come to the second last fence. Western Rose from Artifice, Little Bay's in third, and John Francome improving on the inside towards the left of the picture, towards the near side to us as they come to the final fence now. Little Bay coming to challenge Western Rose, looks as though he's going to land in the lead. Little Bay lands in the lead from Western Rose second, Artifice third. 3 previous winners fighting it out now as Little Bay strides away as they race towards the line from Western Rose and Artifice. It's Little Bay and John Francome deputising for injured John Joe O'Neill coming up to the line to win the Captain Morgan's Aintree chase. Little Bay is the winner. Second is Western Rose. Third is Artifice. They're the 1, 2, 3. Then came Rathgorman and Sea Merchant, and finally Ragafan, and then the Brockshire. And so the result, first, number 3. Little Bay, owned by Mrs. Stuart Catherwood, trained by Gordon Richards and ridden by John Francome. Second was number 9, Western Rose, owned by Mr. J.W.P. Curtis, trained by Mrs. Mercy Rymel and ridden by Sam Morshead. And third was number 4, Artifice, owned by Mr. Paul K. Barber and Mr. John Thorne, trained by John Thorne and ridden by Peter Scudamore. And it's a photograph, in fact, for 4.